Hello everyone, welcome to the March staff meeting. We got one short week before we have a nice 2-week break, so we hope you're all looking forward to that. For my items, I have a couple. First of all, if you have any additions to the calendar, could you please bring your calendars to the staff meeting and we will update those. I would like to welcome Lorna Rizzi, our pre-employment life skills teacher, and we also received one LIF block, and that was given to Kristen Noreen for the English 8-9. Taking a look at the next PLC, it's not till May, so please have some discussion within your departments so we can look at a plan that's going to engage all of us. We have finished course selection. Counselors are working on catching up with those kids who missed it, and we're going to do an echo check when we come back from break to make sure that kids are happy with the selections they made. And then we're going to take a look at courses that may be lowly subscribed so that if we can go back to teachers and see how we could potentially organize those and make those run. We will be having a parent information night in May. We'd like as many of you to attend as possible. We are thinking mainly to focus with grade 8 students coming in, but if you have other ideas, please let's chat about that as well. Just a heads up, we have our first community basketball night scheduled for March 28th. That's a Friday. We're going to be holding that Friday nights for 2 hours. So if you have some kids who you think could benefit from that community event, please encourage attendance. And finally, a school district update will have to be added to the agenda Wednesday's meeting, as our meeting was delayed by 1 week. So Mike, off to you.
Hi everyone. As we get close to spring break here, we're in need of doing a locker clean out. So right now, tentatively, we've planned that for March the 6th at 11:30. So we'll do that just before lunch. Any issues with that time, please let me know. If we plan it for 11:30, it should take approximately 5 to 10 minutes. If everybody could get out in the hallways and help students and make sure that we hit as many lockers as we can, that would be great. Also, that time of year, we're interested in if you have some names to forward, students that have been in the hallway a little bit too much lately and are starting to become chronic wanderers. So if you could forward those names to me, I'll collect some at the staff meeting. So if you have some names that you know, if you could jot them down, and I'll collect them then. Also, there's some concern just over a lack of paperwork being done at times for some of the field trips, particularly the parent drivers. So please make sure that when parents are driving that they have done all the paperwork, and that you've also done the paperwork that lists the drivers, the route, it has a contact number. And it's also a great idea for anybody on staff that if you know that you're going to be driving students to just go ahead of time and get your license in, a copy of your insurance, and then do the through ICBC, the driver's abstract. Scholarship and bursary deadline is approaching. It's March the 29th. I've reminded all grade 12 students. Hopefully the reference letter requests have been done. But you'll notice probably a little bit more anxiety, particularly that week we get back from spring break, because that's when they're due, on that Thursday. And in April, we will look at the district-wide Write and Dart again and do our springtime assessment, so there'll be more conversations about that coming up. April provincial exams, we're nearing that date as well. If you have any students that should be writing that April exam, perhaps they missed the January write, if you could forward those names to me so I can have discussions with those teachers. Typically, April and May, we hardly have any students write, but if there are some, just bring them to my attention, please. In May, we're having Darren Lauer come in from Personal Protection Services, and he's going to do a internet safety workshop. This is the same guy that came in a couple years ago, and this presentation will happen for our grade 8-9 students and our feeder school 6 and 7s. As well, there'll be a parent session that night, so information will go out as we approach that May date. I would like to do a earthquake drill maybe this Thursday, so if you could think about that, and we'll have more conversation at the staff meeting if there's a time that would work for people. Also, I'm happy to say that the upstairs photocopier is now online. So we've had that room all wired. It's networked. The copier is set up. It's our old copier that was downstairs, and I know that many of you are very familiar with that machine. It is in that room upstairs that is between the two bathrooms. So we'd like to start using that. So please let me know if there's any concerns with that room. And you know, it's not the prettiest of rooms. We'll get it probably painted this summer, but certainly it's there for your use now. And that's all that I have. Thank you.